What's going on, everybody? So here I got two iron removers. I have the DIY detail iron remover. This one I've used it once before. And then I have the new Gyeon iron remover, which is a redefined version, their 2.0 version, if you will. And I've been wanting to try this one out because this one's pretty stinky. It smells terrible. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it works. However, this one is supposed to have a kind of banana like scent, and I want to try this one too. So I'm going to apply them here on the panel just to test how one smells versus the other, and then perhaps gauge a little bit of the performance to see how they compare to one another. So I think what I'll end up doing is I'll spray DIY detail here on this panel, and then I'll spray the Gyeon on the other side. So let's try these out. First, we'll start with our DIY detail. 3 sprays. See how that does? Oh man, that smells. Come around. Spray the Gyeon. Take this tab off since it's new, right? Break that off. Okay. All right, there we go. Fan pattern. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, so immediately I noticed that the Gyeon one does not stink as bad as the DIY detail. It's got a little bit of a funky smell, but for the most part, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So right now, doesn't look like we got much going on except for maybe this one little spot right here. I don't know if you can see it. We're not getting much of a reaction on this side since I did do an iron decon about a week ago. But let's take a look at the other side. Okay, already on this side we got a little bit of purpling. I can see it changing color there. See that? So this one, stinky, like your typical iron remover. Gyeon, not as stinky. Much more pleasant to work with, but you know, what's the trade-off is really, you know, are we trading performance for smell? Or do we get to keep the performance while maybe fighting off some of the smell? So let's take a look here. Don't really see much. There's a little bit down here, down there, a little bit here, but not much. You know what? I'm gonna try one more spray. Just put it right there. See what that does. 2 sprays. Okay, I cheated. But yeah, it doesn't really smell that bad. See what that does. Let's go around, take a look again. I mean, so far, I mean, if it wasn't for this spot right here in particular, honestly, there wouldn't be much of a difference. But what I did notice about the DIY detail, that I made the mistake of leaving my wash mitt while I was cleaning and using this as a lubricant. And man, that was a mistake because it stained my mitt. So if you got a white wool mitt, don't leave it in there, but leave that sucker out. All right, so let's check this. Oh, look at that. There's a nice purple spot right here. A little bit of more purpling right there. Got some more down here. overall, I say the performance is pretty similar. So let's see if we can see if how the slickness feels, and it feels pretty slick. Oh yeah, it feels very slick. Let's go check the DIY detail one, see how slick that feels. Wipe my fingers off. Okay, so I am noticing this is already starting to dry, and you don't want it to dry. So this stuff dries a little bit quicker, but still, it's still got that slickness. I can tell. It probably has a little bit of a surfactant in it because I can see it kind of like a little bit of turning white a little bit when I agitate it. But I guess what I'm gonna say is I don't think there's too much of a difference in performance. The Gyeon one is very slick. It didn't dry like the DIY detail one did. And you can see the color changing there. Honestly, I would say if you want to give it a try, go ahead. I think this is a win. And I believe Gyeon does also say that you can use it. It's on their website, I believe it says that that you can use it for claying purposes, just like you can the DIY detail. So if that's what you're looking to do, a little 2-in-1 combo, honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. But with this one, definitely doesn't smell nearly as bad. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other products that you want me to try to compare these iron removers with. So leave it in the comments below.